Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. This video is going to be about chapter 5, verse 14. Before I talk about it, I'm going to be talking about something else. So, as usual, if you want to go directly to the verse, the meaning of the verse, just scroll to the right until you start seeing the screen, and that's when we'll be starting with the verse. So, until then, I'm going to be talking about this experience of mine. So, I went to Portland yesterday. I live in Seattle. Portland is about 3 hours from here, and I went to the temple there. It's I know somebody amazing there who was sweet enough that she sent me this invitation to attend this lecture by Romapada Maharaj, who was visiting Portland but not coming to Seattle. So I didn't know him, so I listened to a video of his and I liked him a lot. What I've been looking for, what has been really bothering me for a long time is how I feel women, how I perceive women are treated in the Shastras. Prabhupada, of course, and then Shastras also. So I've talked about this before. This is not new. And so I felt when I was listening to his video, I've been looking for just evidence that men are in the ISKCON world are treating women with kindness, because I've heard so many people in ISKCON treat women like they are just bad, they're a distraction, like good men stay away from women, men and women don't mix, women are Maya, women derail men from their good men from their path, so men should not be with, like, you should not have, women are just bad for men, women are bad for good men, and women, and plus there is no path for women. Like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a sannyasi, and he didn't allow women anywhere close to him, so it was his disciples were all men, and then men are not supposed to mix with women, so men have men disciples, men disciples, men disciples, men disciples, and then there is no path for women to become Krishna conscious. There is no path for women to learn. They cannot get gurus, they cannot there is no path. It's just for men. So the only path for a woman is, so when people say that a human life is a life where we can attain God, it's not really true according to the Shastras. According to what I'm understanding currently of the Shastras, is that the human life is not good enough. It has to be a man's life. So a woman has to then become a man in order to be able to associate with other devotees, because otherwise a woman is just supposed to stay at home and not have a guru and not have, like, not, just, it's just the only association she has with her husband is with her husband, and her husband is always going to be associating with other devotees, doing kirtans and all of that, and woman doesn't have an opportunity to learn, study, do kirtan like in the traditional way. There's no path available to the woman. So I feel so bad about it. Like even right now, a little while ago, I was crying about, like, I was really, it feels unfair. It feels so unfair and so unnecessary, and it feels so demeaning and all of that. And I feel like this yug right now that we're in, Kali Yug, which everybody is saying this is a bad yug and all of that, this is a bad time. I'm feeling like this is an amazing time because I'm actually able to listen to the men like I'm able to go to the temple where I want to. I'm living life on my own right now. I'm going to the temple whenever I want to. I don't need a bodyguard to go to the temple with me. I can listen to lectures. I can talk to people. I can talk to men. I can listen to men talking on videos. There is just so much available to me right now, and there are women's groups. I can join women's groups. And I can just be in the temple. I can attend the kirtans along with men in the temple. Like, it's just this yug seems to be amazing to me, amazing, because for spiritual growth, because I can grow, like this human life. Now I can say that the human life is an opportunity for us to attain Krishna, because earlier it was only the men's life that was there, that allowed us to. So maybe I'm misunderstanding the whole thing. I don't know. I'm probably misunderstanding the whole thing. I don't know, but it really makes me, it hurts. It hurts me. It hurts me inside. Like, it hurts me so much. I'm going to cry right now. So, like, it is. So I'm just always looking for spiritual men who actually are kind to women, because they'll say, they'll say that women are like, having the right woman is gold, and having the right woman is like, they'll say all of that, but then they'll not really they'll say it when I'm talking to them and asking them about like the role of women. But when they're writing stuff like this on Prabhupada, it's like, it's just always like so negative. So okay, so yeah, I spoke with Romapada Maharaj about this, and he helped a little bit. I mean, but I'm nowhere close to understanding it like clearly. But that's okay. Um, okay, I think I just wanted to share how I feel, and I wanted to share how happy and how grateful I am that I was born in this yug, because now I feel like there is a path available for me to attain Krishna, to go on the path of Krishna consciousness. Okay, I think there might have been another point to this, and I'm not remembering what it is. I'm not. It's okay. Maybe I just wanted to share simply that this yoga is a good yoga for women. Okay, so let's go to 5:14. Let's sing this together. Na kartritvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu na karma phala sanyogam svabhavastu pravartate. The translation is the embodied spirit, the master of the city of this body. He talked about this body being a city of 9 gates in the previous verse. So the embodied spirit, which is the master, the spirit is the master of the city of this body, does not create activities, nor does he induce people to act, nor does he create the fruits of the actions. All this is enacted by the modes of material nature. I'm a little confused about this. I didn't fully understand, but the both purports of Swami Mukundanand and Prabhupada were amazing, I think. Okay, so na kartavyam, na karmani, never proprietorship, never activity. So this basically, this body, this spirit never has proprietorship nor activities. Lokasya of the people creates Prabhu, master of the city of the body. The master of the city of the body, which is the embodied spirit, never creates for the people, nor does he induce people to act, basically, never proprietorship nor activities, nor creates fruit of the action. So na karma phala sanyoga. Phala is fruits. So na karma, no karma phala. Karma is work, phala is fruits. So nor does he create fruits of his actions. Sanyog is connection. I'm not sure exactly where the connection comes in. Swabhavastu pravartate. The modes of material nature, but the modes of material nature are the ones that are acting. Okay, and here he says, neither the sense of doership nor the nature of actions comes from God, nor does he create the fruits of action. So he's not saying embodied spirit, he's saying it God, as God. Nor does he create the fruits of actions. All this is enacted by the modes of material natures, or the gunas. Yeah, he's used the word gunas before for modes of material nature. Okay, so the thing, Prabhupada here talks about the same thing, basically, when we identify with the body, then we suffer and all of that kind of stuff. Here, the thing that I found very powerful was this: as long as he is in the city of the body, he appears to be the master of it, but actually he is neither its proprietor nor controller of its actions and reactions. He is simply in the midst of material ocean, struggling for existence. So the waves of the ocean are tossing him, and he has no control over them. His best solution is to get out of the water by transcendental Krishna consciousness. So he appears to be the master of the body, but actually he's neither proprietor nor controller of its actions and reactions. He's simply in the midst of the ocean, struggling for existence. So we think that we have control over things. We think that we are the doer. He said this many times. I'm not the doer. It was a recent thing as well, and it was in chapter 3 as well. I'm not the doer. But we are basically to understand that we are just in the midst of the material ocean, struggling for existence. We are doing nothing, neither are we acting nor are we reacting. I'm not understanding this like deeply, but I'm reading this, I'm hearing this, and I'm trying to understand this. So we're neither acting nor reacting, we're just in the material, like I feel like we're acting, right? I mean, when we're giving the results, when we're giving the all attachment to results, and we're giving all the results to God, and we're just doing our work, karma phala, we're giving karma phala to God, and we're just doing our work, that's when I mean, we have free will, right? So how are we not acting? So I'm confused about this. Okay, we do have free will. So it's just okay. There must be some nuance that I'm not understanding. I'll understand it at some point. Okay. So here, the profound thing that I found. Yet, although he conducts the activities of the universe, he remains the non-doer. He's neither the director of the actions nor does he decree whether we'll perform. Okay, so he is talking about free will more. Had he been the director, there would have been no need for elaborate instructions on good and bad actions. All scriptures would have ended in, "O souls, I am the director of your work, so you do not need to understand what good or bad is. I will make you do as I wish." So this was what my last video was, not on the Gita playlist, but on the miscellaneous playlist, which I'm talking about the personal growth stuff. That the prayer, what should the prayer be? The prayer should be, please help me do what you want me to do, what would make you happy. I don't want to be in the business of trying to figure out what the right thing to do is, or what the good thing to do is, or how to help people, or how to do it. I just want to ask God, you tell me. You tell me what would make you happy, and if what makes him happy is helping other people, which would likely be the case, but I don't want to try to figure that out. So once I do that, so he's saying that as well, you do not need to understand what good or bad action is. I will make you do as I wish. This would have been the case, but God is not responsible for us getting stuck with our doership, sense of doership. If He had created the pride of doing in us, then again we could have blamed Him for our misdoings. But that is the free will part. We have this. We bring this pride onto ourselves out of ignorance because of the modes of material nature. So if we choose to do away with this ignorance, then God will help us. Thus, renunciation of the sense of doership is the responsibility of ours, of our soul. This one is, I'm understanding this a little bit deeper. The body is constituted of the three modes of material nature, and all actions are performed by the modes, but out of ignorance, we think that we are the masters and we are the doers of action, which is in fact done by material nature. Okay, this part I still don't understand. Like, if it's, I'm sure I'll understand it at some point. Okay, and that's it for this video. And if somebody understands out there, please comment, and please reach out. Please comment, and I would love to have a discussion around this. Okay. Yes. This is let's do chapter 5, verse 15. The next video. Wish you a day filled with spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.